Coming to you live. I'm so excited. I've never done it live before. I'm coming to you live from southern Spain, where I've been in isolation on a little Andalusian hillside for the last 12, 13 days. And in actual fact, I've just come in because it's nighttime, and at 8 o'clock every evening, we just go out on our terraces and we clap, and I've got a drum and I'm drumming, and everyone makes lots of noise in appreciation for what all the amazing nursing and support people are doing out here for us, because Spain, sadly, is, I think it's the country, the second country hardest hit with what's going on at the moment. So welcome to my little Spanish hillside, and I'm really looking forward to being with you for just a little while to share some of the things that have helped me a lot in my life. And before I start, I want to tell you one story because it does make all my friends laugh. Is when the lockdown started, okay, first of all, it's very surreal. You just think, oh my God, really? I can't go out? Well, that's okay. I'll just, little spa weekend or something, Then you suddenly realize, no, you really can't go out. But because I have my dogs, you may see Merlin wake up in a minute. Okay, I could go out and walk the dogs. I could only walk up and down my street. The beaches were closed, the hillside was closed and everything. But I could walk my dogs. So I said jokingly to a friend, oh, this is fantastic. I'm going to rent out my dogs for other people so they can go out for a little paseo, a little walk with the dogs. Well, the next day, I mean, something in the ether must have heard me, because the government said, if you walk your dogs, you can only walk within 50 meters of your house, and you have to take your ID and you have to take proof of ownership of your pets, okay, in case you're stopped. So now we walk around in circles around my house. But all in all, lockdown presents its challenges, and we'll talk about those later on. But it is bringing out down here, certainly, the very best in people. The kindness, the compassion. We can't be with each other, but we connect in other ways, like the clapping, online, and everything. So that's where I am at the moment, just coming into the evening in southern Spain. But I wasn't always here. I used to be in London, which is where I very first met Donna. I don't know, my gosh, it must be about 30, more than 30 years ago. And I often wonder what my life would have been like if I hadn't met this amazing woman. If some of you are new to this, I'm talking about a lady called Donna Eden of the Eden Method, or Eden Energy Medicine. And, her work has been an anchor for me all my life. And it is really proving to help me through this very bizarre and strange time, And so I want to share with you some of the things that I'm doing at the moment to help myself. In normal life, I now run the advanced level 4 training for Donna in America. And at the end of this year, it comes to the very first time in the UK. And I set up and I run her official European training just outside of London, the Eden Method. So that's a little background about me. If you don't know me, I hope you feel a little bit closer to me now. Again, I really want to thank you for being here today. I can't believe you're all out there. It's a very strange feeling. But we are going to try and do this every day. And I'm really excited for you, because some of the teachers that will follow in the days to come are going to be sharing. They're some of my favorite faculty and friends, and they're going to be sharing such fantastic tips and techniques that are going to help you through this challenging time. And if we can, in England, we have a phrase, if we can tickle your fancy with energy medicine, okay, and you want to actually think, this is something I want to know more about, and you want to dive deeper into it, we have a free hour-long class. So I will repeat this at the end, and they'll probably put it underneath the YouTube clip. The place to go is freeclass.edenmethod.com. freeclass.edenmethod.com. Do go there if you want to be. It will be an Aladdin's cave. It will just open up a whole new world for you if you are not an energy worker at the moment. Now, a lot of you who are watching this are energy workers, in fact, and you're part of Donna's tribe or our community. But you know, we say these words all the time, but it is in times like these, when we are tested, that those words cease to be vocabulary. They cease to be just words, and they really do become a way of living. Okay, so we want to welcome you to our tribe. And whether you are absolutely brand new to energy medicine, or if you are a seasoned practitioner, if you're a senior faculty, hi, okay, whatever you are, we want you to know that you are not alone out there. We are with you, okay? We are all of us together, and we will get through this together. Now, when Dondi, Donna's daughter, asked me to do this, I thought, oh, what am I going to choose? Because as I said, it's an Aladdin's cave of tips and techniques, everything, you know, and I have this whole problem, I don't know if you have, of I'll do something and I think, oh, that's my favorite. Then I'll do another technique and I think, oh, I love that. That's my favorite. So it was quite difficult to choose. But what I decided in the end was to keep it really simple. I'm going to present it in a fun way because, you know, that is an energy in itself, an uplifting energy. But I don't want you to be fooled by the simplicity of what I'm going to share with you this evening or today, wherever you are. Especially if you're new to energy work, you think, well, what's that going to do to me? Okay, these simple things can move energy on a very, very profound level. They work. They're part of Eden energy medicine. They have worked for thousands of people. In fact, they come from it's ancient stock, ancient wisdom I'm going to share with you today. And the whole point of them all is to balance your energy. Now, if your energy is balanced, that's your fundamental foundation upon which you can build the well-being of your physical body, your emotional, your mental, and even your spiritual. And perhaps more important than anything, it really helps boost your constitution, your immunity. It empowers your self-healing. We're going to have to do a lot of this. We're going to have to really look after ourselves in the coming times. And this makes you feel empowered because you realize when you start doing it, that it really works. It does move energy. You do feel the difference in it. Now, the challenges are going to be different for all of us, okay? You could be challenged by being a very outgoing person, a social person, and find yourself isolated, alone, dealing with that loneliness and maybe that little sense of, well, I haven't got any choice. Oh, this is a bit uncomfortable, okay? It's a new territory for you. You may be challenged by totally the opposite, that suddenly you're in a small house or a small apartment with your husband, children, you're having to homeschool and you don't even understand the questions, okay? And it all gets very, very tense, shall we say. And you really want to get through this without getting a divorce or killing someone, you know. What are the other ones? You could be also very challenged by financial, and these are very real reasons, you know, financial stress that this presents to you. The other thing is, certainly in the UK and here, they're saying work from home, work from home. So you go home, you know, you set up your computer and you think, oh, this is new technology. I've got to do this. What's that? What? And it's like a mountain of stress if you're a technophobe to get through. Okay, so whatever the problem is, it's a stress. Now, the stress itself is not necessarily the problem. It is your reaction to that stress. So what I'm going to show you is not going to make the stress go away, but it's going to help reduce the stress response that you have. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for with this, is to reduce that stress response, which begins to bring you back into a degree of calmness and stillness. Because in times like this, we need to be making any decisions, and some of us are going to have to make some very difficult decisions. We need to make those decisions from that place as still and as tranquil and as calm as possible, not from a base of fear or panic or hysteria. Okay, so that's the point of what I'm sharing, is to bring you back to find that balance. It's going to go in and out all the time. Okay, but you know how to come back into balance. There are a couple of simple rules. Okay, rule one is smile. Okay, even if you don't feel like it, smile. I know it sounds crazy, but a smile really uplifts your energy, so much so that in energy medicine, when we are testing each other, when we're energy testing each other, we don't look at each other and we certainly don't smile, because it lifts the energy and will affect the accuracy of that test. But I want you to smile now. I want you to smile. And I also want you to breathe, okay? All the ancient philosophies, yoga, meditation, all talk about breathing for a very good reason. It survived thousands of years, deep breathing, yogic breathing, because when we get stressed, we shallow breathe, we futile breathe. Futile breathers, if I remember rightly, only take in about 25% of the oxygen that they should do. So that's not going to be very good for your body, is it? So breathing helps bring it down, and smiling. And you know, I'm not going to share complicated things, because when you're in stress, you're not going to remember them. But you can remember, if you remember nothing else, smile and breathe. Okay, so before I start on the exercises themselves, I just want to look at stress through an energetic lens. Okay, and key to this is a meridian, or a pathway of energy, called triple warmer. Okay, and this is the flow of energy, which all your energies get affected by stress. But this is him. This is him, okay? He's out there. I call him because I often think of triple warmer as your outer gatekeeper, your border guard. He's your personal Hercules, okay? And he is there. This flow of energy is there to spring into action if he sees, hears, feels, or senses anything that he feels could jeopardize your well-being, could be a threat to your very survival. You know, so this is a great mechanism that we have. It overrides everything, okay? Because our ancestors had it. So when they were walking down calmly through the countryside, and out jumps a saber-toothed tiger, triple warmer, this flow of energy jumps into action, and we all know the result. It's fight, flight, or in my case, probably freeze, you know? So we know that stress response theory, and I'm not going into it now. But what I do want to say energetically is that what happens is we're not living in saber-toothed tiger times. We're living in times when triple warmer can get paranoid and begin to see a grumpy boss as life-threatening. Your grumpy boss might be unpleasant, but it's not life-threatening. But he, triple warmer, begins to get such a state of overwhelm that he's viewing everything as a threat. And he just drops down into a constant state of red alert, if you want. His pause button is broken, and you just don't come out, doesn't return to default at all. And that has serious consequences on all your energy systems, on your immunity, on everything, your ability to cope. Because perversely, one of the first places that triple warmer will attack when he's overwhelmed is spleen energy. And this energy not only helps you process and metabolize foods and substances, but also challenges like that we're going through at the moment. You need a nice, strong spleen energy to help you through it, not just from an immune point of view, but also from an emotional and mental point of view. So that's not working too well. So as you can imagine, you know, I could go on forever about the stress response, but you can see how it's important to gently coax triple warmer back into his default mode. Now, when he is in his default mode, i.e. when he is balanced and calm, he can be discerning, he can be protective, He can distribute energies effectively throughout the body. That's another one of his roles. He can be supportive, and he can also be radiant. We could all do with a bit of radiance, because he actually is a hybrid radiant circuit. He's a troubleshooter, so he can go from an overwhelmed, paranoid border guard to I am a focused troubleshooter through the energies. Very different energy. And he will even help you. Triple warmer is the keeper of our habits. So he can help you build new habits during what is essentially a great time of change. So be patient with me. I'm almost there, getting to the actual exercises, okay? And I'm going to show you these few exercises, which are going to get your border guard, your triple warmer, working from wisdom rather than panic, from stillness rather than hysteria, and from a calmness rather than fear. Okay, that's the theory, that's the objective. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, the first thing which we always need to do, I'm sorry for you old timers, you're just going to have to bear with me for a couple of minutes now, but the very first thing you need to do is to get grounded. Now, if you've worked in energy, you'll all have your favorite way of grounding. It is imperative you ground to release all the energies into the ground that no longer serve you, old, tired, toxic energies. But it's not just a one-way street, it's a two-way street when you ground, because you can also bring in the nurturing, nourishing, healing energies of the yin earth beneath you. So a simple way, if you haven't done it before, is just put both your feet on the ground. If you're indoors, just imagine little roots going down through the carpet, through the foundations, right deep down into the earth. And we're not going to do the full amount of time, okay, because I don't want to bore you by doing it all, but you can look at this again and do it in your own time. Just feel that connection deepening down, those roots going deep down into the earth and anchoring you in a time when everything is chaos. This anchors you back down to the deep yin energy, the goddess energy. This is nurturing and nourishing. Let everything out, all that fear, all that panic, all that, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Let it out. Okay, and bring in and feel that energy coming up your body, that earth energy. So first of all is to get grounded. The second, I always teach my students, is we're working with tools, and these are our tools. And they're probably energetically a bit grubby at the moment, okay? So to get your tools clean, to clean your tools, is rub them together and shake them off. A couple of times, shake them off. Now, rather than just leave it there, get into the practice of just coming back and feeling the energy between your hands. If you do this every day, you will increase your ability to feel, to work with, and to move energies. Okay, I've got something on my lip there. Okay, so you're feeling your energies. Okay, so clean your tools. Now I'm going to show you 3 points on each side, 3 points on one, 3 points on the other side of the body that you're going to massage. Now you can experiment. You can massage in circles, you can massage in figure eights, you could even tap them, but I quite like to massage these, okay? The first one, do not do this one if you are pregnant or think you are pregnant, okay? Do not do this one if you're pregnant or think you're pregnant. See the little face I make here? You come to the end of the doodle, what's that called? Wrinkle. I've got plenty of those. This particular wrinkle here, okay? Just put your finger in, okay? I'm going to swap it for my thumb, and I'm going to feel along there, and you'll go into your finger or your thumb will fall into a little dip almost. This is large intestine 4. It is a master point. And when you have master points, you do feel a little dip in the surface, and there actually is energetically less resistant, electrical resistance in the skin. You're going to massage it. Oh, it may be a little bit tender. Then you're going to do the same on the other side. So come to the smiley face, to the edge of the wrinkle. I swap it for my thumb, and then I massage. Why are you doing this? This is one, imagine this is a gate. They are called gates in Chinese medicine, these points, the 4 gates. This opens up, keep doing it whilst I'm talking. This opens up all the energy in your upper body. We're working with energy. We want it to be flowing. Okay. The other point, you're going to have to imagine that this is my foot. Okay, I've actually got an extra toe here. All right, this is my foot. This is my big toe, and this is the toe next to it. Just come to the web. Sorry, because I can't get my foot up to the camera. Sorry. It's liver 3. Okay, so you just come up to the web between your big toe and the toe next to it, and you just come up between those tendons until you feel, again, a little dip. It will probably be about 2 or 3, maybe thumb widths up. Okay. And you're not using needles, so you don't have to be absolutely precise. Okay, we're using, my friend Kim Dodal calls them shovels. Okay, you're using your thumb. So you're going to be massaging that on both feet. Why are we doing this? Because guess what? Liver 3 releases all the energy in the lower body. So by taking, maybe you're going to massage each point just for 10, 15, 20 seconds. So in a minute, you've got all the energy flowing in the upper part of your body and in the lower part. So throughout your body, energy is flowing. You want it to flow in the right direction. So that's when you come to K27. Okay, for those of you who don't know, come along your collarbone to your breastbone and down. Now, in this right angle here, just drop down a tiny bit. Again, we're all different anatomically. There's mine. I'm going to press in to make white points. Okay, that's my K27. That gets the energy running in the direction it needs to run in. And I'm going to tap that for 5 seconds, and I'm going to smile and breathe. Okay, we got energy running. Okay, now we are going to be working with the triple warmer meridian, and it is part of a system, the meridian system, which, if you think of it, is like a whole circle, a ribbon of energy. And there are little gates between different sections being different meridians, okay? So if we're asking triple warmer meridian to empty out some of that excess energy, to empty out some of that paranoia and that overwhelm, we have to make sure that the gate to the next meridian, the exit gate basically, is open enough for that energy to move out. Because if you don't, whatever you do with triple warmer, it's all going to back up against the exit and doesn't go out as smoothly as it could. If your triple warmer exit point is nicely open, you do a triple warmer calming technique, all that energy goes out into the next meridian, which is gallbladder, and then carries on around the meridian wheel chart that we have. Okay, so you're going to hold the exit point for triple warmer with the entry point for gallbladder. Okay, so we're joining, just making sure that the exit and entry between those 2 meridians is open. Because if it's not, it will never be totally closed. You know, the energy's got to move, but it will be ajar. You want it wide open. So I'm going to let you into a secret now. Okay, for many years I had this theory because I really thought I was original. And I would hold the triple warmer point here, the end point here, and the beginning of gallbladder, which is just here. Okay, and I would hold these points. Okay, and it seemed to work really well because a lot of energy work is intention. But sometimes the exit points are not the actual last point, and that's the case with this. So you hold just in front of the tragus here. Okay, so I'm just in front of my ear and just on the side of my eye. Okay, I am holding just in front of my ear here and just on the side of my eye. Okay, I'm holding this. Oh, like I used to do. Do you know, I remember once when I learned with Donna many years ago, I would hold points, and then we didn't have internet or anything like that in those days. And then I'd go back to England, I'd come back, and I realized I'd held totally the wrong points on all my clients. But they had got better because often it is the intention. So whether you hold these or whether you hold these, what you are doing when you hold them is you bring your attention to those points, and you bring your attention to what you are asking the energy to do. And you're asking the energy, just, you could say something like, triple warmer energy, flow with ease and grace into gallbladder. And you can visualize it however you want to visualize a flow of energy. That is going to be far more effective than holding a point and thinking, oh gosh, did I lock the garden? Did I lock the garden gate? Oh, did I feed him? I can't remember. You know, bring your attention to these points, I promise you. So now you've got all the energy flowing. You've got the exit point for triple warmer open. That's going to be fine. Now you're going to ask him to calm down. He's been watching you in the wings thinking, what's she doing? Okay, now you're going to calm down. So calm him down. So actually, I'm just going to leave these on. So you're just going to come to your temples, really, and either touching yourself or just in the field above. Slowly come up over the ear. I used to call this the teddy boy sweep, and actually we do it instinctively. We do, oh, what am I going to do? You know, oh, now I've ruined my hairdo. That's a bit of a shame. Because it naturally calms us down, because it's going backwards on this triple warmer meridian. Okay, so we come here, we go up over the ear, and we come down the back of the head. Okay, now here, my fingers are on my spine here, my neck spine, and I might just put a bit of pressure on it by pushing my head back into my hands and then pulling. Smile. Do it 2 or 3 times. Do it with me now. Okay, onto your temples, up over your ears, down behind your ears. Clasp the back of your neck. You're coming over a very powerful point called the power point here. Press back, down, off, shake off. One last time. Up, over, down, behind, and off. You can do that however many times you want, as fast or as slow as you want, as lightly or as firmly as you want. Experiment, especially if you are new to this. After any exercise, tune in and see what's it making you feel. You may feel nothing at first, okay, but know when you do this, you are moving energy. But some things will just feel instinctively better for you than others, okay? So you do that 3 times, then hands on heart and just smile and just say some good self-talk like, oh, these are difficult times, all is well, we're going to get through this, whatever you want to say, okay? Now you're going to hook up the energy. Now we have in Eden Energy Medicine a classic hookup, which is you take your middle fingers, one in the belly button and one on the third eye, you push in and pull up. And you'll see that all over the place, okay? Donna has some great videos on it. And that is fantastic, okay? You're hooking up the microcosmic circuit. However, in these times, there's a slightly better one. Do them both, okay? So do the classic of tummy button, finger in tummy button, third eye and up. But try this one as well. Do it now. See if it feels different to you. Hand on your heart. Connect in with the energy. The other palm of your hand, if you put your thumb over your navel, so your other hand, the palm of your hand is cradling your womb. And if you're a man watching this, just imagine you've got a womb. Okay. Okay. So this is another triple warmer point that you're cradling. Okay. And this is very, very calming. This is a nice one to go to sleep with. Okay. If you went to sleep with this one or this one, you would have a fantastic night's sleep, because as you continue to hold as you drop off to sleep, this activates the radiant circuitry in central and governing meridians. Anyway, just trust me at the moment, if you're new to this, this is really going to help. What else do we do that's instinctive when we have a shock or a trauma or a surprise? What am I going to do? Keep your hand there, okay? There are 2 points here on your forehead, stress neurovascular points. If you're precise, if you come to the middle of your eyebrow, up to your hairline, or where your hairline was, and just come halfway down, explore in that halfway area, and you'll find again little indentations. Your fingers slip into them, but don't worry if you're not sure. Just hold your hand here. This is going to bring blood to the forebrain. That's important for us today because in bringing blood to the forebrain, you are activating your problem, your solution center, thinking like okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to deal with this? From stillness rather than chaos, okay? Now, if there is an element of fear, just bring the palm of your hand over the back of your head. Great if you've got kids, you have nightmares or anything, just hold these points, and you don't have to say anything. You don't have to try and push the thoughts out of your mind. Think them, have them. You know, this is a great one to do. For example, I can take a drink of water a second. This is a great one to do when you're watching the news. That's not wine, by the way. I promise you, it's just colored water, raspberry water. Great one when you're watching the news, okay? Or if you have those fear flutters, and you know, we all have them. In times like this, there will be like butterflies sometimes that, this is unknown territory we're in. It's natural that sometimes we have the fear flutters. When you have them, just do this, okay? It really helps them pass through. Because when we have these emotions, we have to honor them. We have to process them. They have to pass through. You can't bury them, okay? And this will help you do it. And it will help you get, again, as I said, you know, the hookup also does that. It gets you operating and making decisions from a place of stillness and tranquility rather than scrambled thinking and fear and panic. Okay, so those are really useful points for triple warmer. Now, triple warmer's not alone. He has a wife. Okay, I call him a wife anyway. He is yang, and his yin wife is circulation 6, or is also called heart protector. Okay, now these two, in times like this, really do need to be working together. They do not want to be heading for the divorce courts, okay? Your triple warmer and circ sex needs to work together. And one way of doing it, there are some really good points from traditional Chinese medicine, triple warmer 5s and circ sex 6, which connect to them. You don't need to know the numbers or the names or anything, but by holding these 2 points together, it's like marriage counseling for them. It joins them in harmony. Anything in harmony is going to support you more than disharmony. So they're on both arms, okay? If you come to the wrist crease here, more creases, more wrinkles, okay? Now, about 3 thumb widths up is the triple warmer point, okay? Wrong, no, write that down. Is the circ sex point in line with the middle finger, okay? So it's about there. Turn your hand round in line with this finger, the yang finger triple warmer. Find the crease, the wrist crease. There's the wrist crease. Come about 1, 2, 3 fingers up. It's about here. So these are the points there and there. We're not acupuncturists. We've got shovels, as Kim says. So just go in that general area and rub up and down, or rub in a circular motion, okay? And again, this is a really good one to think, just join up, circ sex and triple warmer, just join up at this time to support me. My outer gatekeeper and my inner gatekeeper can support me. And you're going to do it on the other side. So 3 thumb widths up on the outside in line with the ring finger, 3 thumb widths up from on the inside in line with the middle finger, okay? So we're just doing this. Circ sex, her role is a yin role, and a very, very important one. You know, the Chinese believe that the kingdom of your heart is the center of everything. And so her role is your inner gatekeeper. She keeps the kingdom of your heart safe. That's a whole workshop, I can tell you, on love and relationships and everything. But for now, just think, she's keeping your heart safe in this. And he is the outer gatekeeper, keeping all the rest of your kingdom safe. So together, they give you good defenses. Okay, so you're going to connect to those points. Don't get hung up where they are. You can look them up if you want to, triple warmer 5 and circ sex 6, or just go in that area. I love good acupuncturists feel for the points. Okay, So that's it. And oh, I must tell you one thing. Yes, I must. I learned this from Donna. It's not actually in the curriculum, but she did teach me, so it sounded okay. I think it originated in a children's hospital in Brazil, but I'm not sure. And it's called Tefning. And this is just calming down sex and the heart at the same time. So do it now, okay? So you're using your nails, but very lightly. And you can also use the pads. You can use both, but just use the nails. It has a different effect, okay? And on the inside, just come up and down. I actually come up and down. And it's lovely on a child to get them back to sleep as well, but it's lovely on your partner. Okay, you just sit and just go up and down. There's no specific speed or anything. Just do what feels right. It is immensely calming, and that's the whole objective of this, is to get very calm. Okay, I'm going to share 2 more things. Because I know time's going to run out. I don't want to bore you, but that is all to do with stress and how you respond to it. They're simple. Do them. Choose the one that you like the most and focus on that one. You don't have to do them all. Choose the one that you feel moves your energy, that you feel works for you. Now, my particular challenge, I'm really opening up here, is my respiratory system. And I learned this from Donna many times, and I do it anyway, okay? But of course, in times like this is a huge tool, a great tool to have in your toolbox, because this is what is being challenged. Our lungs are being challenged, okay? At the same time, it's being challenged because when you're stressed, you may futile breathe. Okay, I want you to adjust the pressure of this technique to suit you. Pain is not gain. Remember that? That was in the 80s, wasn't it? Feel the pain and get the gain. Okay, so now one hand or two, locate your breastbone, okay? You're going to be working neurolymphatic points that are directly related to the lung. So you're going to go all the way down these points, right to the end. Now, if you're a little bit elderly, that includes me, I'm afraid, at the end, you've got the xiphoid process. So you're a little bit gentle there because that can fracture easily as one gets older. Although I think I'm 18, so, you know. Anyway, so you go down there 2 or 3 times. Then you just come out to the edge and you just go in between the ribs. So feel for the gap between your ribs. Okay, now go down. I'm massaging quite firmly, as you can see. Now, this point here, that is a little bit tender. So that tells me that there's some congestion, that there's some energy that's stuck there. Wherever there's pain, there's stuck energy. So I'm going to stay on that. Actually, when I finish this, I'll go back and do it, okay? Where you feel a bit tender, just pay a bit more attention to it. But you're going to go down 2 or 3 times, down 2 or 3 times. Then what you're going to do is come to one side, doesn't matter what side you do first, push your fingers in and really rake out to the side and then to the other side. Or you can do them together like this, okay? You're creating space for energy to flow, which is the foundation of our energy work. Now, I'm going to ask you to all do this together. Come right out to this line where your arm is sewn on to your torso, and I go like that to really get in it, and you're going to massage. This affects all the lymphatic flow in your body, the energy flow in your body. Massage down there. Lymphatic points like this need to be massaged firmly. You don't want to flutter these because it has totally the reverse effect. Go firmly on them. If they're tender, you need it. Don't take yourself into pain, but keep going for a few days. And one day you'll do them, you think that doesn't hurt anymore. And you know, bingo, you have moved that energy. And that's what we need to do, move energy. So, and you do the same on the other side. And then you're going to end by just bringing your elbows to your side without thinking. I'm just going to bring my hand up like that, okay? So just bring your hand up like that. Roughly where that middle finger lands in this area is going to be lung, the beginning of lung meridian. If you're not sure, just massage around that whole area, up to the shoulder, down the arm, and off the thumb. Okay, so boom, lung 1 area, up to the shoulder, down and off the thumb. And you would do that 3 times. But tip here, make sure you come off the thumb. You don't want to be pushing and moving that energy down the meridian and leave it on the end, off the thumb. Okay, so that I love. And you know, just doing it now, and I'm not even doing it properly with you, I feel strong. I feel yeah, I'm ready for it now. I feel open up here. Okay, I'm going to show you one last thing. Okay, I know I said, yeah, that was the last one. This is the next one. Okay, so now you see my little study in southern Spain, and I'm going to show you a radiant circuit called a regulator. This is the flow of energy, which is going to help you regulate and adjust to all the change. Okay, so I need to move this back. See, I may get joined by pets in a minute. Okay, tra-la. Clean your hands, clean your tools, shake them off. Just feel that energy. You're training your hands to feel energy. Okay, so you're just going to bring your fingers to your third eye, just between your brows, and you're going to trace a heart around your face. That heart sits on a stick down your neck. You cross your arms like a genie. Okay, these are the actual points you're going for, triple warmer points here, but doesn't matter, just here. Little fingers are in the crease of your arm. Smile, never forget to smile. Genie, into a pharaoh position. Now you're going to uncross your arms. You're going to come to the side and you're going to imagine Marilyn Monroe on the side of the body. Okay, and then down the front of the body, all the way down to the ground, and just squeeze the big toe. You can't see me, the big toe and the little toe together. Okay, squeeze. And then you're going to come up with a figure of 8. Any figure of 8 will stimulate this flow and the other radiant flows. Up, stretch those meridians, come down and round onto these temple points. You recognize them now, the triple warmer points. Okay, up, over the ears, this teddy boy sweep we did, down, off. Come back into genie, this time just a little bit further up. Okay, into pharaoh. This time we don't go to Marilyn, we go around the back, and then you're going to come all the way back over the thighs, over the back of the knees, over the back of the lower legs, and off the little toe, and come up with a figure of 8. Whoops. Figure of 8, and end on here. Okay, now I did it very hurriedly because I'm aware of the time, but take your time with the regulator flow. Okay, and I did it like that heart on a stick genie because it helped me remember it, and that regulator flow has helped me through massive changes in my life. I don't know where I'd be without it. I think if I had to pick one thing, I would pick regulator. So try and you know, if you're not familiar with it, do it a few times and you'll soon know it by heart. It'll be automatic. And the great thing is, set yourself a 21-day challenge with it, because I guarantee that after a few days, you'll be thinking, oh my goodness, because you start doing it and it knows it's got an intelligence of its own. And suddenly you can feel the energy running ahead of your hands, because it knows and it loves being radiant. It loves getting pumped up. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. And I just want to say that know that these few things, anything you do, if you only do 2 minutes a day with your energy, working with your energy, you get into balance. Now, if you get into balance by osmosis, you will affect the harmony and balance of the energy of those around you. And if you think if we all did that, we are going to raise the vibration of this planet at the moment. And we are going to encourage acts of kindness, of compassion, and acts that come from the heart. And that is what's going to see us through this. So for now, I'm sorry I've gone on such a long time, but you can see it's such an Aladdin's cave. I didn't know what to leave out. Choose what suits you and do it. Do a little something every day. Thank you so much. And again, if you want more information, I'm just going to give you that email again, because there is, I'm just finding it here. I want to make sure I give you the right one. I'd be in such trouble if I give you the wrong one. Okay, there is that free hour-long class, and that is freeclass.edenmethod.com. freeclass.edenmethod.com. And please, please know that all of us are behind you. We are a tribe and we are community. And thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you.